welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Trojans will kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll try the run. Creates a little space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, you talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had, these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got the first down and more. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Grab behind the line. It's Edwards. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Huskies! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Talk about a great way to start the game and setting the tone right out of the gate.
You ain't lying. Sometimes it takes a couple drives to get the juices going and get in a rhythm. No, sir. They came on the field locked, loaded, ready to roll. No slow start here.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Got a man. It's Strachan. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Just a short pass to the tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes it, gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
To the air, it's Mayava. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The option look. Now the pitch. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. There he goes. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
And what a great decision by the quarterback. Like it's such a timing and an art when you run this option. Like you want to get those guys to collapse on you like he does and get that pitch man open. And then you see now he has space to run down the field and make the big play.
And the Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a space. Quickly complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
Well, you can tell those 2 have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here comes the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback effectively, and even better, getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Good timing on the quick out. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
The Trojans will try to move the sticks on 4th down. The RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! You want to keep your offense on the field? wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll leave it with him. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Williams looking for a man. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield, and make this life hard on this running back.
The Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably...
Sends it downfield. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the left. Turning it on. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Catch in the middle, it's Matthews. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Oh, better look out! They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
To the air, it's Mayava. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Catch in the middle. It's Straka. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. To the air on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Everything's bouncing and jiggling and rolling, and it's going forward, and he's loose. The tag. And they get him on the ground. They get the turnover. They get a chunk of yards, and they are in business.
What a massive play by the defense, knocking it out. That's a country fumble. There's nobody around it, so you scoop that puppy up and you get downfield. It's a huge return and a momentum-changing play.
The quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. And a scrum on the goal line. No signal yet from the officials, but it doesn't appear that he got in. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They want to run this quarterback. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Husky. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield, it's Mahomies. Fires to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Looking for space, it's Edwards. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
On the move. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to throw, it's Mahomies. Quickly out to the tight end. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Give to the running back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Smashes it with the stiff arm. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air, it's Mahomies. Got his man on the right. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards, and then get your booty out of bounds.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, USC!
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Forced out of bounds, good pickup there on the ground.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On the ground, it's Edwards. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Finds his tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Jordan.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Trojans can really attack on this second and short. They just keep firing. Using the quick game. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Wants to go up top on first down. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. It doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Back to throw, it's Mayama. It's complete on the right side. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field. That's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the 3rd quarter to give yourself some life.
Got some room entered to the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the point after is good. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Williams will pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his man. It's Boston. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. Brings him to the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first first down.
I know there are some people that say, no, in your own territory, you punt the football, you be conservative. No, sir. 4th and 1, I'm hitting the gas. All gas, no brakes. I'm going for this. I prepared for it all week. Nice job by the offense getting the first down.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Part of the DNA of the Washington offense has been a guy who can get it done with his arm.
And just finding a guy that makes everybody around you better, that can make the right decisions, that can highlight your skill positions. That's what get the Washington fans going crazy, going nuts, and that's when they have those great football teams.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to adjust the pattern. Williams looking for a man. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. On the run, it's Washington. Touchdown, Washington! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35 to 21. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. To throw, it's Mayava. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Found a seam. At midfield, he's got room. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Buys a little extra time. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
The throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Flips it out on the screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Reads it, fires complete. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Williams will pass. Finds his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Quarterback making checks. Tight end now in motion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He makes a catch. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
And, man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got them where you wanted them. You backed them up on third down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop them. They give up the first down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
Quick completion to the right.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the Huskies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The give as they work on that clock. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Williams looking for a man. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He might want another play. On third down, he drops to throw. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
That's just frustrating. You know, you're an offense, you're in a great position, you're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you could possibly do.
Going over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop it. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Makes the grab. It's Straka. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air on first down. The quick out. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line. The snap sets up to throw. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Working that left side now. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Almost had the completion, just missed it. The clock is just inside 50 seconds to play. If they don't recover the onside kick, this one is all but over. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.